Can you remote view Trump's last day when he's alive?
Alive? Before he died?
Before he dies. Or
Good evening, my friends. It's me, Violetta, and my son Leszek will be asking me questions. I don't know them yet.
Okay. So the first question, are Donald Trump and the murderous Saudi Prince Bin Salmon co-conspirators with David Pecker in a failed criminal plot to blackmail and extort Jeff Bezos?
It's like the mirror connected to the wall, telescopic mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Going this way, they're going that way. Going this way, going that way. It's something, when you're going and looking at the mirror in that situation, there was connection and not connected. You know, when you are pulling that mirror, it's usually for men's for shaving.
Mm-hmm.
There is some connection, but it will be not easy to prove it because it's coming and going. It's flexible connection. They were... I can't say for sure that it's exactly there was some connection. For sure there was some connection. And the part that I'm seeing is the metal bar, so it's stretching and pulling back. Not that I see the mirror, it's just the stretching part of those connectors. So there is some connection. They want to make a border because that looks like a flexible border. What the cards are saying, because I don't... Very hard to understand some of those pictures. Thank you, guys. My angel, my spirit guide just led me to... Queen of... Oh, okay. It's connection related to Bezos' money. Okay. Two women, one wife, one a mistress. If Bezos is destroyed, if his wife will divorce him, his wealth is going into half. So he is not as rich as he used to be. They will cut his wealth in half. They make those choices to destroy his reputation. They will want to backstab him as well in his heart. But that might not be the smartest choice. I think his wife will be still with him in the business, and I think they were separated before they were really, before he started cheating. So she is not as hurt, and they will be keeping the businesses together, so the kids eventually will be the ones who will benefit. So they try to backstab him. They want to hurt him for the triangle that he was in. It was not, it didn't work as good as they thought it would. So Bezos stood up to Trump, and actually it's like pushing back and pulling back the mirror. There will be a more game that we will be seeing. It's not over yet. We will learn more. We will see more in the mirror. We see pictures. We will see more of that story.
Well, he is investigating how David Pecker got those private text messages because they were private between Jeff Bezos and his mistress. So unless they were hacked...
Unless she led them to have it.
Well, there's a few theories out right now.
Yeah.
One is that her brother, who is also intertwined with Trump's people, might have leaked some information, but how he would have got in the first place, who knows? Another is, the Russian connection. And the third is the Saudi connection, because Jeff Bezos was investigating Khashoggi's murder. And he was putting he was casting some shade on the Saudi prince. So they have a reason to go after him. How did David Pecker get those private text messages between Jeff Bezos and his mistress?
White House bushes, and who was hiding in those bushes?
Spencer.
Spicer. Spicer. White House bushes and Spicer. He was hiding there. So something related to the White House. He was a communication representative. They want to cut the and hiding in the bushes. So they were trying to go the primitive way. I wouldn't be surprised that the FBI was working on it for Trump's order. Why would I see Spicer and in the bushes around White House? You remember there was a big story that he was hiding there. What is the connection?
Well, has Matthew Whitaker, does Matthew Whitaker have anything to do with this this connection, this hacking of Jeff Bezos' cell phone?
There is so many other people. There is whole tree of them. It's for the harvest. Okay, they were spying on the Washington Post. It's like the birds were tweeting about the Washington Post. I went on the movie Washington Post a long time ago, so I saw that building and full of birds on a tree went and was flying above the Washington Post. They were spying the Washington Post because Khashoggi was working there and he was very uncomfortable to Saudi. And Trump didn't like that there was too much talk about Khashoggi. Even he's not friend anymore, that close friend with the Pecker. Everything was somehow intertwined with that. When the birds are flying, they're flying with that movement.
Yeah.
So they are like birds who are flying the same path. Trump. And some people are probably was ordered to check what is going on with.
So you're saying that a private section in the FBI was ordered to...
We will learn more. We will learn more. Because it's not that those birds were flying just to fly. You ask about if the FBI was connected, if the Whitaker was connected.
Yeah.
And it's a tree. One tree, not many other ones. Or just on the one tree, the birds were sitting and they were flying towards the Washington Post.
Will David Pecker go to prison over his blackmail attempt on Jeff Bezos?
he will be drowning, and he will have the survivor kit on him. He will be probably singing again like a bird. He will be, because he will put this the mask for
diving.
For diving.
The breathing apparatus.
And he will be so much in the deep water. So he will be trying to save himself, and he will be doing everything possible to save himself. He is in the situation that he knows he can go to jail because of that. So he will drown if he is not cooperating anymore. So he will be the one who will be singing and singing underwater.
Finally, the question is, what it all comes down to is, will Trump's businesses be taken away from him after all is said and done?
Planes going for crash. Planes, upside down plane, and it can't maneuver anymore, and it's going straight down with the nose down to the ground.
It's crashing.
They were crashing. He is going down for the disaster.
Can you remote view Trump's last... This is kind of morbid. Can you remote view Trump's last day when he's alive?
Alive? Before he died?
Before he dies. Or his last year. So when...
But that's too much.
But I kind of want to get a sense of what he's living like. Like, is he still living a glamorous lifestyle? Is he surrounded by wealth? Or is he in an institution somewhere?
I see a cave. Before we carry on with the show, I would like to invite you to the private reading with me. Please visit www.psychicvioletta.com. Click Book Online, choose the type of reading, choose the length, choose the date and the time, fill out your informations, click the Pay Now button with your credit card or debit card, and you're all done. I see a cave on top of the cliff. It's a cave. And the cave, and someone is throwing the ladder, flexible ladder. There is no boat down there, and it's very high, separated. No one can see him. He is in the isolated place, somewhere on some island that I don't know even how he's getting his food there or whatever, but it's a cave. Cold cave made in the rocks. And the ladder is wavy, and he is looking at this, how he can get out from there. No way that he can walk, because the ladder is moving with the winds and very flexible, and he's debating how he can escape from that place. He will be hiding somewhere. He will be hiding, and no way that he can save himself even.
Sounds like Saddam Hussein.
He was under the ground, but he is high in the cliff. It's like one big rock and cave.
Is there anybody with him?
I didn't see anyone. I just see him looking at that, throwing that ladder to go down.
Yeah. How old does he look?
older than he is, but he's still a few years older for sure, but he doesn't look too old to me.
So
80 maybe. He looks good for his age. We have to admit that he has a lot of energy for his age.
Did you get the feeling like he's going to commit suicide? Or
No, he is just debating how he can get out of it. And the flexible ladder is scary. But he has to take that risk to escape that place. And on the bottom there are water, and they are coming and going, cold water, and it's few hundred feet, so I don't know how he can...
But this is his last day alive?
No, I think that before he will die, he is for a while there. So he will be isolated completely from the public. And it's just a symbol, so it's not virtually that he will be like that.
That's how he will feel.
He will feel isolated. There is no way that he can escape that. Going on that flexible ladder is... I want to know more. It's something that it's very... No, I'm not saying that he has a lot of glamour. It's not a glamour place that he is going to have. And every movement, it will be not easy because Mueller will be after him, or those judges and so on. The whole world will be against him. He will be hibernating, laying in the bed and pretending that he is sick. Only a little bit of money, not as much as he used to have, so just to survive, walking on the eggshells. Every movement will be observed and he will have to adjust. The judge, the law will be after him, and the whole world will be watching for him to press charges against him. He will not be easy camper anymore, no Mar-a-Lago, unless he has some place to hide there like that. He will have he will be completely confused what to do with himself.
Okay. That's it.
That's it. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for subscribing. And if I will have pleasure to see you, some of you for readings, I will be very happy. Take care of yourself and give love to each other. Bye-bye.
So the winner from the last comment draw is... This is the comment the random generator pulled. So congratulations. You win a free psychic video response reading. Contact us at psychicvioletta.com and we'll verify it's you. And we'll get you booked in as soon as possible.